Hi there, and welcome to She Spice. Mark Wahlberg has evidently said something regarding the contentions encompassing P Diddy, and the web is having a field day. The praised entertainer as of late dropped a stunner that has sent a shockwave all through the hip bounce industry, which would be examined for a really long time. Many didn't realize that the best option vocation of Mary imprint was rap, yet he needed to leave it in view of one explanation. Or would it be advisable for me? I say individual. What did the activity star say? And does it have any bearing on the continuous claims against Diddy? I had a valuable chance to truly return to the music business with the best when they came to me. We stayed there together, and I was like, I needed to say I mightn't entertain at any point. Imprint Wahlberg has added salt to Diddy's wounds as the troubled chief of Terrible Kid Records underwent examinations for a few wrongdoings a couple of days prior. Agents from Country Security attacked his New York and Los Angeles homes, turning them outside. It isn't clear what the officials are searching for, yet an ethereal film from remarkable media sources showed the agents going through reports, telephones, workstations, and other hardware. However, Country Security has stayed hush about the entire circumstance. Word on the road recommends that the various claims against Diddy set off the unannounced quest for the present Diddy, who could do with a little harmony and calm to some degree, as he endured savages and claims since last November anyway. Many individuals are keen on destroying him, thinking about how he's purportedly treated his casualties. One of such, as per the plant, is an entertainer. Imprint Wahlberg Marky Imprint, as he is affectionately called, is reputed to have said that he quit the rap business due to Diddy. Yes, you heard right. The authority story is that Marky Imprint needed to be a rapper, yet risked acting since he needed to get by when he attempted to get his melodic vocation going anyway. The informal story is that Wahlberg quit music as a result of Diddy and what he found in the hip jump industry, as per Profound Throat sources. The overabundances he saw at Diddy's home and in studios, the country overconstrained his choice to stop music and spotlight motion pictures anyway. The sources guarantee that you wouldn't hear this from the dad star, as he's wanting to get back into the game in the rap business and doesn't have any desire to agitate his future record. At first, Imprint Wahlberg needed to continue in the strides of his more established sibling, Donnie Wahlberg, an establishing individual from the teeny bopper group Newcomers. He was truly an individual from the first band, yet he needed to stop to seek after rap. With his premier enthusiasm, he established Marky Imprint and Crazy Bundle with his companions, Hector, the reviewer Ashley Ace, and DJ T in 1991, proceeded to deliver the main task music for individuals acquiring a hit with their single Great Vibrations. Many fans began getting used to the new gathering and their rap, as it reverberated well, but then they additionally partook in one more hit with their second single Wild Side, which crested at number 5 on the board Hot Singles Deals diagram, getting a gold certificate in the process. Things were going perfectly for the gathering when they opened for the newcomers during their last visit Marky Imprint, and the out-of-control bundle started to spread their wings when they sent off their own computer game, yet the endeavor got relative achievement contrasted with their music. Unfazed the gathering, delivered their second LP. You got to accept anyway it didn't yield the achievement that their introduction collection accomplished, getting just a minor hit single with their title tracks. Things started to go downhill for the gathering, as they battled to raise a ruckus around town levels they accomplished when they initially began in 1992. Imprint Wahlberg compounded the situation for the gag, bearing when he co-marked Shabar Rank's remarks that individuals ought to be executed. The gay local area ascended in arms against the rapper and required his undoing. They told every one of the brands to drop him as a representative and deterred fans from disparaging his music. His remarks brought him such an excess of intensity that he needed to migrate to Germany to resuscitate his music vocation in Germany. The expanding rapper endorsed East West Records and worked with the late reggae craftsman ruler icon. Joe's last Mary Imprint reinvigorated his music, and his vocation took off by and by. Joined turned into a hit in Germany, beating a few of their nearby outlines and procuring gigantic recognition from fans and pundits, perceiving how their underlying venture was generally welcomed by the Germans, Wahlberg and Prince Tale. Joe collaborated briefly on the Remix collection in 1995 under Ultronic Records. His progress in Germany permitted him to assemble a melodic demonstration called One Love with him as its maker, and furthermore, in some cases its lead vocalist. He additionally began creation on a third studio collection he highlighted in their tune, named That Is the Manner in Which I Like It. which got relative achievement contrasted with his own tasks. Soon his name began pushing him in, where that he would have rather not gone. They believed him should have a harder viewpoint like Eminem and Doc. Criminal rap, yet the youthful Marky Imprint's head was in another space. He had spent time in jail, in prison, for endeavoring to kill Johnny Trin, a Vietnamese-American veteran who battled close by the American powers in the Vietnamese War. He was condemned to 2 years in prison, yet just served 45 days because of his delivery. Now a changed individual, Marky Imprint needed to do music that would emphatically impact his fans and join every one of the racial classes in America anyway. His music label didn't need that. They needed a road. In a persona that would discuss laying down with ladies, beefing with his mom, and getting down on anyone who couldn't help contradicting him in a meeting, Wahlberg expressed that he would have succeeded on the off chance that his name had become involved with his thought. I figure I might have been much more effective had I been permitted to do what I needed to do. I think the record organization had one explicit thought, and they needed to go for that. Wahlberg made sense of. At first he went with the names particularly in light of the fact that his sibling Donnie was effective and he was bankrupt. I had recently escaped prison, and I needed to make a record. I saw my sibling making a huge number of dollars. I'm actually battling, so I sort of compromised somewhat anyway. The two gatherings keep on squabbling over their desired heading. Wahlberg to take until he arrived at a limit and chose not to fold under to the requests of his mark yet. When they kept on driving me further the other way, that is the point at which I chose not to make another record and to endure my agreement. Imprint said obviously Imprint had seen sufficient malicious lewdness and debasement in the business and concluded he would have rather not been a piece of it. He had survived the sad East Coast-West Coast contention that killed two of the best rappers of their period, Tupac and Biggie Smalls. He had seen the ruin that individuals like Diddy had wrought on the existence of people in the business, and he needed to chart another course. Formally, Diddy and Imprint Wahlberg crossed paths someplace in around 2013 when the two sent off an elite exhibition, Basic Water. The business has looked brilliant so far and is now performing great. Anyway, word on the road proposes that the two men met when Mary Imprint was frantically attempting to restore his music profession. In the wake of leaving his East-West record mark, he was searching for a new beginning, a positive beginning, far away from his checkered past, and he thought Terrible Kid Records planned to assist him now. The explanation checking didn't wind up as a terrible kid, which is dependent upon numerous hypotheses. One being that Diddy purportedly mentioned a head, now that could sound uncommon, and a totally created story, yet it very well may be a far-off plausibility, assuming Puma Compose's words are anything to go by. A couple of years prior, the I Can Hardly Stand By artist asserted that Diddy was occupied with laying down with new male craftsmen who came to him for monetary assistance. She portrayed an account of an attorney who worked for Awful Kid Records yet needed to stop since she risked on Diddy getting G-head from artist and entertainer Christopher Williams. As per her, the female attorney went up to Diddy's office to get a few papers endorsed. On arriving, she understood the entryway opened, and she welcomed herself in just to see Williams in the middle of between Diddy's legs. The legal advisor immediately escaped the room, passing on the two men to do whatever they might feel like doing. All through the entire of that day, Diddy expressed nothing to the attorney anyway. He faced her the accompanying, getting some information about what she had found in his office. The froze legal advisor then inquired as to why the president didn't lock his office entryway. Prior to getting serious, this question clearly maddened Diddy, who guaranteed that the structure that housed his office was his and he could do whatever any place in the structure and nobody might address him. He answered, "I'll would anything the FBI like to do in my structure. It's influency," Diddy purportedly told the legal counselor in the event that I could make I could make individuals do anything for cash. Wright proceeded with her portrayal. She was a magnificent lady. She was a splendid lawyer, and she assumed she was pursuing the ride of her life. She proceeded to make you realize she would have been head of legitimate at Awful Kid Amusement, and being a female like that was no joking matter until she unintentionally strolled in on her supervisor's office and found him getting head from a celebrity, which he said was finished in vain. Subscribe She Spice for more videos.